We are going to spend the next 30 minutes in this here Goodwill. We're going to see how much stuff we can buy to resell online. I'm hoping we can get 10 items. Let's go. Kim's with us today for the ride. Kim, what kind of stuff are you going to look for?
Summer stuff. Shorts, t-shirts, maybe some stuff you can sell.
Yeehaw, let's go. Let's get it. Flip this camera around. Get us a cart. Oh, it looks like there aren't no carts. Well, we'll just get into it. We're going to start here. We're going to go long sleeve shirts to start. We're going to move on to short sleeve shirts, and then we're going to rip into some suits and blazers. Those are my favorite things to find. All these items are going to be listed on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Grailed, and Depop. I'm thinking that we can, in 30 minutes, easily find 10 items to resell online. And typically I average about $16 in profit after all shipping and fees. And cost of goods, of course, too. So hoping to make $160 in this 30 minutes. Of course, it'll take us usually to ship, pack, list, photo, measure all this stuff. It'll take us another, we'll call it on average 12 minutes for all that other stuff. So that'll take us another 2 hours worth of work to get this stuff listed and then get this stuff shipped. So altogether 2.5 hours to make hopefully 160 bucks if we do well today. Not bad dollars per hour. I think that's 60 something bucks an hour. Here we go. Kick it off with so this is a local North Carolina brand. You might not know about this one, so that could be a new one for you. Good screenshot right there for you. So fish shippy. So there we go. This is going to cost us, let's see, $4.99. So fish shippy, little hoodie piece. Not a great size and size medium, but there won't be so many of these listed. Not a super common brand on eBay and Poshmark. So that'll go. Nice start there. What is this thing? I don't think that's anything. Hope everyone's having a good day. If you're joining on TikTok, let me know where you're joining from. Always love the live chat. Love hearing from people. How are sales going this weekend? If you're joining on YouTube, thanks for joining also. Good to have you. I'll get back to all you YouTubers' comments, but the TikTok folks, I'll do my best to keep up. Our last live thrift, we had 24,000 people join in at various different times here on TikTok. I think we peaked at about 1,100 people watching at one time. Appreciate everybody spending some time and hanging out. Thanks for all the gifts, K-Way. Unnecessary, super appreciated. Here we go. Let's get some political conversation going on. North Carolina in the house. Neil Shields is here. Wiki Picks is here. What's up, Wiki? Flippin' Foresters is in the house. Bunch of OGs. Holly B, appreciate the follow. You'll get a notification anytime I do a live thrift. This will be the 9th long format video I put up on YouTube. I have 7 live thrifts up there, and I have a live packing video put up there too. My favorite thing about these live thrifts is you have no idea what I'm going to find, and guess what? Neither do I. We're going to find out at the same time. How cool is that? Oop, there it is. There's another brand you might not know about, but you do now. Great resell brand, Eton. I might be saying it wrong, Eton or Eton. Got a little staining on it. Let's see. I think that's just gonna come off pretty easily. We'll check. White shirts are sensitive for stains. I don't see any ring around the collar. This is a great shirt. That's probably $35 or $40 shirt, that plain white dress shirt style. These shirts do well in all patterns, but the plain whites do even better. So great shirt there. Solid white. I sold one of those recently, like within a matter of a couple of days. It sold for, I think, $35 plus shipping, so $40 all in. Awesome stuff right there. A couple of rare brands to kick things off. A fish hippie, an Eton or Eton, I don't know how to say that. Here's a common brand for you, Ralph Lauren. Got some stains on it, size medium, we'll pass on that. I sell more Ralph Lauren than any other brand. I do pick up some Echo Unlimited, but I only pick up really big sizes and things with like really unique stuff, like big embroideries, spell outs. That didn't have any of those things, so I'll pass on that one. There's another Echo Unlimited. Same thing, just not unique enough. A lot of that stuff listed, not a lot of that stuff sold. Holden Beach. We got North Carolina peeps in the house here. That's not a brand. Why do men's larger sizes sell better? Americans tend to get bigger as they get older and get more money. And it's just a supply-demand thing. There's just less supply of that stuff available. If you look at listed items and you look at small, medium, and large, you'll see way more listed inventory on eBay and Poshmark. Less of the big sizes. Let me know if you see something that I don't see. We got Donald J. Trump in the house here on TikTok. Welcome. Good to see you, brother. Where's everyone joining from? What are you up to today? Love to know what's the weather like. It is beautiful here. We're in Clemens, North Carolina. Looking at low 60s right now, sunny. Here's an LL Bean turtleneck. I don't really pick these up. That one's really rough condition anyway. I've sold a few in the past, but not a fast seller. So quick look at what we got going on here. We're at Goodwill, Clemens, North Carolina. There's Kim way over there. Looking hard for shorts and t-shirts. We're going to spend a grand total of 30 minutes in here. So I'm on the clock. Can I get a check-in from TikTok? What are we at on the clock here? Some Nike Golf, brand new with tags. Normally this would be a pickup, brand new with tags, but this giant logo here. I mean, it is a giant chest logo, and that's not going to be like a logo that anyone is going to want, except for someone who works there, an electric supply company. I think I'm going to leave that one behind. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the chat. Blizzard in North Dakota. Gracious. Sending my best to those in North Dakota. All 17 of y'all. Nike Golf with company logo, fire. Thank you for the gifts coming in. I see you, Line Creek, with the dogs. It's an old Tommy Hilfiger with a little bit of vintage vibes. I'm gonna pass on that one. Some of those will do okay, but it's gotta be really unique. Otherwise, they just sit.
Code R.
Wicked Witch for you right there. If you haven't subscribed over on YouTube, why not give it a try? We got these live thrifts. We have 7 of these now published up on YouTube. This will be the 8th one going up. We also got a live packing video up there too. This brand True Grit. I think that's nothing, right? True Grit. Hit the women's jeans, that's money. That's your thing, comp. If I had more than 30 minutes, we might hit women's jeans, but that's not really central to my game. I'm more men's clothing, but if I had more time, it might be the last thing that I hit at a thrift store, but we're gonna do a 30-minute, this is a smash and grab. See how much stuff we can find in 30 minutes. Which reminds me, I gotta pick up the pace here. 80 degrees in South Mississippi, basically summertime already down there. Donald, anything with the flag, I get you. I'm with you. Power sales this weekend, everybody. I'm kind of slow this weekend. I'm hoping to finish strong with a good Sunday. Here's a brand I pick up sometimes. Gander Mountain is the brand, but I'm not going to pick up this one because it's a plain, like cotton dress shirt, nothing fancy to it. If it was a big, heavy flannel, I'd consider it. This also has some staining, some ring around the collar, so we're going to pass on that. There's a Brooks Brothers. I pick these up sometimes. This one does have the logo, so they sell a little bit faster with the logo, and usually for an extra $1 or $2, but this one's rough. You can tell that it's seen better days. Its best days are behind it. There's another Gander Mountain. We're going to pass on that plain button down. Good sales this weekend. Glad to hear it, Cindy. I sold some socks. Nice job, Buried Treasure. I am proud of you. Buried Treasure's in the house. If you're not following Buried Treasure, go ahead and give him a follow right now. Great regular content. He'll tell you exactly how it is. Megan, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Here's some interesting Brooks Brothers. I don't usually pick these up, but unlike a typical dress shirt, which there's like a billion of these listed, this one here has got 2 pockets. It's not a great size, and 346 is the factory, but their factory model. But I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up anyway, just because there's not going to be a lot of supply of that same shirt. I should be able to sell that pretty quickly. I also list on 5 different platforms, so I have a really broad audience looking at my stores. So I think I can sell that one pretty quick. Appreciate all the follows rolling in. Becky, Gorilla, I Am Me. Got 647 people here on TikTok. Appreciate all y'all spending some time on Sunday with me. Appreciate it. There's probably a million things you could be doing. Maybe a few things you even should be doing, but I appreciate you hanging with me. And again, this will be posted up on YouTube this evening. I'll get this published, get this out, so you can see the full recording if you missed some of it. There's a bean. This particular pattern hasn't sold well for me historically. That's a size large-ish, 1633. I'm going to go ahead and pass on this one. There's just so much supply of that listed. Those tend to move really slow for me. Bigger size, I'd consider it. Or a nice plaid pattern or a flannel. Check in on Kim. What we got going on?
I found this shirt.
Hey.
I found some shorts and some pants.
Like those. You gonna try those on?
Yep.
You got a little Ann Taylor.
Yep.
Nice.
You got fit.
You gonna find us some Patagonia?
I'll check on it.
Maybe some Lulu? All right, back to work. I'd love me a cart right now. That would be cool. All right, here we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. I typically avoid these unless they have the pony on the chest. This one doesn't. It does have some bright colors. I'm gonna go ahead and skip on it anyway. That's about a size XL. I'm gonna pass on it anyway. I always regret the non-pony ones. They just last forever. I have that shirt right on. Which one? The Jameson shirt? What are you talking about? What was the Domino Sugar Polo? What was the Domino Sugar Polo Court brand stuff? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Where's this at, brother? Goodwill in Clemens, North Carolina. Had a great weekend. Spent some time with the family. 2 of my nieces had birthdays that we were celebrating yesterday. Cake, balloons, some barbecue. It was a nice afternoon yesterday. Yo, Clemens. Appreciate the follow, Angela Rock. Welcome aboard. You'll get a live notification tomorrow when I go live for my usual weekday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We pack and ship all the orders from the weekend, Monday morning, and then every other weekday morning, I'll just pack whatever orders come in from the previous 24 hours. So you'll get that notification now that you joined. Also consider a subscription over on YouTube, where this whole video will be posted later on today, this evening probably. Here's another Ralph Lauren. We got a pony. It's a size XL. The pattern's okay, but we got ring around the collar, so we're going to go ahead and pass on that. Otherwise, I'd probably pick that up. It'll be a $21 plus shipping type of item. Nice pattern. Going to pass on that. Vince men's sells good. Really plain shirt on that, Vince, if I remember right. You really think that this Vince men's shirt's going to sell well, Lapa? XL plain button-up shirt, Vince. You think so? You say it sells really well, but what's the average price that you're getting for those, including shipping? It might just be below what I'm looking for, but I'm open to suggest. Appreciate you sharing the Bolo, John Lucas. I'm a big fan of the Peter Millar as well. Appreciate all of you all like sharing your ideas down in the chat. Rob Tiger, appreciate the follow. Jeannie, thanks for sharing the live. What a nice compliment that is. I'm not talking about a lot of brands. I'm just skipping past. If it's borderline, I might slow down and let you know about it. That was a kind of a vintagey Lan Zen tag. There's a vintage LL Bean tag, actually. There we go. This actually might be a buy. I pass on most LL Bean at this point. I'd probably pick up maybe 30 or 40% of it. I'm going to pick this one up. This will be $4.99. And it's a seersucker weave, and that's a vintage LL Bean tag right there. So we're going to go ahead and pick that one up. It'll probably sell probably 20 to 25 plus shipping, so 25 to 30 including shipping. Here's another one right behind it. Same older tag. Looks like it's in good shape. It's another seersucker weave, so we're going to throw that, I'd say, in the cart, but we don't have one of those, so I'm going to throw it under my arm until we get a cart. Cancer Kitties, thank you for the follow. Nice color on that. Yeah, I agree. Found a Scotty Cameron Peter Millar sold for $100. That's a great find. Those, if you can find Peter Millar Scotty Camerons, you are going to make money. Nice sale on that. Thanks for sharing that Bolo too, John Lucas. Appreciate it. Vince around 20 to 25 long sleeve. Cool. I think that's a really plain one. I think I'm going to have a hard time moving that thing soon. LL Bean in the house. That's the third one of those seersucker on the older tag. Nice colors on all those, so we'll pick those up. Lauren, Ralph Lauren, I pass on these. I can't think of a time that they've ever had a pony on a Lauren, Ralph Lauren. Somebody can correct me on that. I pass those. I pick up a Lauren, Ralph Lauren if it's a blazer or a suit. Those sell really well for me. Moving and grooving. We got 30 minutes total. Can someone give me a time stamp? Never shows you the clock when you're on these TikTok lives. It's like Vegas. They don't want to let you know what time it is. They just want you to keep playing. Found a Rock Revival flannel for $4. Love it. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of cool. Bespoke. I don't know what that is. 218. Okay, we got 12 minutes. We got to pick up the pace here. That's got some nice vintage vibes on that chaps. I'm going to pass though. Appreciate the time updates. Appreciate that. We got a little bit of time, and who knows? Maybe I'll be able to talk him into more than 30 minutes. Maybe we can extend our little speed trip here. Some powers of persuasion. That was a vintage chaps tag on that flannel back there, but no go for me. We not free, Kyle. Why'd you pass on the Wrangler? I think sometimes I forget what I pass on. I just move so fast I don't even recognize if it's not a buy, but I think that was like it's a button down. If it had pearl snaps, I'd pick it up. I really like the pattern on this shirt actually, but I'm gonna pass on that one. I don't need shirts, I just need stuff that can sell for me. I don't need any more things in my closet. Here's a Brooks Brothers, size XL. I usually pass on these. I don't see a pattern quite like that too often. Big size. The Regent fit does sell a little bit better for me than the other fits. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one in the cart. That's a borderline pickup. I might regret it. It might take a while to sell, but the bigger size is good and that pattern's not super common, so we'll go with it. Appreciate the follow. Sheltock. Katie Belrose, appreciate the follow. Anyone know this brand? Never heard of it. It feels like it's not high quality. Let me know if you have any questions, especially on YouTube. I can get back to all those questions when I'm not just ripping through. Got 634 people here in TikTok. Appreciate all you spending some time. It's Johnny Bobby with the follow. Appreciate that. John Ray with the follow. This is a size large. With the pony, it's a borderline. It's going to be a borderline pass for today. So what do we have? Let's do a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 items. Can we get a cart? Is that too much to ask? Ooh, it's not too much to ask. We got us a cart. Lacey, pardon me. I'm sorry. Angels, appreciate the follow. let's go. So we're through 2 racks in 30 minutes. We need to pick up the pace. We don't have much time. We're about 20 so minutes in. We've been through 2 racks. We're still in the long sleeves. I'm strategic with the long sleeves right now because right now it's so warm here in North Carolina. A lot of people are buying their short sleeve shirts. So it's likely that people will leave behind some really good flannels and whatnot. Whereas like the Primo short sleeve stuff is more likely to be picked over because it's the weekend. People have been shopping all weekend and it's super warm this weekend. Your thrift for old people. Here's a Ralph Lauren tag. That's a women's tag. You can tell by the smaller tag. It's a women's XL. 18 to 20 is another. Actually, 18 to 20. That's a boys tag, isn't it? Get a pass on that. I'm in North Carolina. That's right. I'm in Clemens, North Carolina at the moment. My home base is Asheville, North Carolina. North Carolina here, Melissa, what's up? All the shirts we're looking at will be $4.99 plus tax at this store. Flat rate pricing. I don't think they have a boutique section here with like higher price stuff. Dave from Florida. I used to live in Florida. I lived in the Tampa area for 2 years ago. It's a small southern side skipjack polo. I might regret purchasing this. Small sizes in this stuff really sit around. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Even though that's the right time of year to be picking that up, everyone's really buying the short sleeves and the shorts and the swim trunks and the golf polos. Those are all popping off right now. Small sizes in men's are really tough unless it's a pretty unique item. What platform do I sell on? I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, and Grailed. eBay is my biggest platform. About 50% of my sales go out on eBay. Here's a Borderline pass, Brooks Brothers. It's a size small. It also doesn't have the logo on the chest. Even in a bigger size, this would be Borderline, but in that small size, it's a no. Turns out I'm in a section, I guess it's for the smalls and mediums. I still look through these sections. Sometimes I still find rare brands that I'll pick up in size small. Other times I'll find sizes that were mis-racked, so to speak. Ex Officio, I pick up some stuff in this brand, but this short sleeve shirt just doesn't have much resale value, so I'm going to pass on that. Here's a Nike Golf, older, some wear on it, we're going to pass. Most of those I pass on anyway. Just north of Land O'Lakes, north of Tampa. My parents live in Land O'Lakes. I used to live in Newport Richey. So, love Amanda, we weren't far away from each other. I moved back up here in October. So here's another brand that you may not know about. It's a good brand. Here's a polo shirt. Never picked up a polo shirt from them. I want to screenshot that one there. Canali do really, really well with this brand. They make jeans, they make pants, they make suits, they make blazers, dress shirts. I've never picked up a polo from them before. Never come across one. But I pick up anything from that brand, even though that does seem like it's a smaller size. So Canali is a good one there. Let's fill up this cart. Starting to get some stuff going here. If you're just jumping in, you're wondering what I did pick up, go ahead and give me a subscription over on YouTube. I have a link up in my profile. You can see this whole video. I'll post it later on this evening. Raise your hand in the chat if you love thrifting. Is the sound of these, sound of the hangers, that's the word. Sound of the hangers, is that therapeutic to you? I have a feeling that maybe we'll find something cool in the short sleeves. We're into short sleeves. Maybe get us a Peter Millar, some FootJoy. Thank you for the roses, Ruth. Appreciate you, always do. Appreciate all the gifts coming in on TikTok. Jessison, looking dry today. we'll see. It only takes like a quarter of a rack where you rip 4 things off of it to kind of totally change the trajectory of a day. I'm not disappointed with what we got so far, but we haven't hit that like hot rack, you know? Social green workwear, Dell. Is that nothing? Appreciate you sharing the live, Steven Stutton. I'm probably saying your name wrong, but I appreciate the sharing the live. Perry, thanks for the follow. Ray, thanks for the follow. I'm a vintage thrifter. I love vintage furniture thrifter. I love that. Very cool. That's out of my lane, but totally not out of my lane of respect. Respect people for flipping all sorts of different stuff. There's so many different things that you can flip and make money off of. I just happen to really enjoy clothes. I have a good system for getting this stuff listed quickly. I have a lot of traffic coming into my stores for clothing because I've been selling used clothing for, gosh, 4.5 years now. So, Vitals a grocery store workwear. Okay, I think I'll pass on that one. Thank you for the check on that. I love old board games. There you go. Some money we made there. What do you think we're going to find? Ethan, we're going to get a big find in this this rack right here. I think we're running out of time, but we'll see. Kim is really our clock keeper. I'm already seeing some pretty good polos that are like just borderline passes. So maybe there's some good stuff in here. Thanks for sharing the live. User 844029466113. Who needs an actual screen name when you can just have user with 17 numbers after it? Giving you a hard time. Don't pass that jersey. The YMCA champion? I already passed it. I'm good, if that's the one you're talking about. There's a new with tags. Montego Mon. This is probably like a brand new, like Kohl's brand or something. It's probably $15 new. The chat's about to light up because I skipped a ping polo, but there's really not any value there. Appreciate everybody hanging out. This is fun. Got 1.1 thousand people here in TikTok. You can go ahead and tap the screen, get some likes going on TikTok. That always helps too. Just tells TikTok that you're having a good time, and TikTok invites more people in, which makes things fun. So vintage Ralph Lauren chaps. Does have some vintage vibes to it. It's not in perfect condition. I don't pick up chaps usually, but you can actually sell some vintage chaps. I'm not going to pick this one up. It's but that's cool. Man, all the Tommy I'm passing, I'm happy to be passing all that Tommy. Tommy is a slow seller unless you find really unique stuff. This shirt is a usual pass. It's a size large. It's 100% cotton, but it's a nice pattern. I think this will sell fairly quickly. It's probably going to be in the $18 to $22 range plus shipping. But I just like this pattern, and it's really lightweight, and we're going into the spring buying season. I'm going to throw that in the cart. But see, this one I'm going to pass. It's probably the same thing. Size, this is a large tall, but the pattern just ain't quite there. It's really common. I think I'm going to pass on that one. Sometimes the differences for me are that subtle. Same shirt, same material, same size, same brand. And I picked the pattern on that other one. It's a very borderline shirt. Here's a Tommy. A lot of people think that this is the way to go. Might be for your store. This stuff just sits around for me unless it's a really unique kind of vintage look. Big spell out on the back, something like that. But that is not going to move these days. I'll have that in my store 2 years from now, and I'll be discounting it, accepting an offer for like $12 or something like that. Shell is in the live with the OMG My Kind of Live. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. Really appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for the follows. Lexi, Amanda, What You Need, Deborah. And if you're watching on YouTube, this recording later on today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching it, appreciate you watching too. I'd love to hear what types of stuff you look for at the thrift store if you are a flipper or if you're just a thrifter. Love to hear what you're thrifting. Here's an interesting little Nike dry fit. I typically don't pick these up. And I'm going to pass on this one too because it's stained, but I could see the argument for picking this one up. because of the college logo. Really big following, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that one behind because I'm not gonna play with those stains. I have a feeling we're creeping up on that 30-minute mark. Can I get a time check? What's the East Coast time? We are live at Goodwill in Clemens, North Carolina, if you're just jumping in. And we're about to find us some good golf polos, I think. There's always stains in white, I know. And if you find one stain, you're like, oh man, I think I can get that out. I always say stains travel in packs. Here's a Fish Hippies shirt. I already picked up one of these. Same pattern, but the other one was a hoodie. This is just a t-shirt, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this. Good brand to look for though, Fish Hippie. If you don't know Fish Hippie, that's a local North Carolina brand. Kind of like a fishing apparel. There's Browning. I've sold some of this stuff before. It doesn't have a ton of value, but it has the pad here for hunting. Oh, here we go, a jersey. We got a Pats jersey in the house. It's kind of a unique black one. Nike. Lloyd? Who's Lloyd? Looks authentic, definitely has some wear. It's seen better days. I don't know if Lloyd is anyone cares about. And they want $15 for it. Most everything is $4.99, but they want $15 for that one. Here's some Cole Haans, but rough condition, smaller size. We're gonna pass on those. I don't know what these are, stars. Here we go. It's a really crowded market for these Ralph Lauren polos, but also people buy them like crazy. Might take a little while in my store. It's a bright color, size large, which isn't awesome. Yeah, I'm always tempted by those, but the profit margin's just so low. I have to price it low in order to get good prices on those plain ones. If I could get it for $3, maybe even $4, but at $5 plus tax, it's just really creeping in on those margins. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. There you go. Brandon White. Oh yeah, remember that cat. Uncle Roger would wear that orange polo. Tell Uncle Roger I said hello. Hope he's doing well. Ask Uncle. Look at that. Champion, like a big. It's almost like a carpet, that Champion logo. I don't think there's anything to see here. It's not a vintage tag. Look at that big. It's almost like a big polo pony. Big polo pony. Big pony polo. That's the word. It's got some staining on it too, but I don't think there's anything to see there anyway. Thank you for the follow. One listed, no sales in the Lloyd. Thanks y'all for looking that up for me. It's kind of in rough shape too. I sometimes pick up these Under Armours. It's not a great foot brand. Usually I don't get a lot of money for them. So I stick to unique ones. This has got a kind of a unique like herringbone pattern. It's a size large, which is meh. It's got a company logo. I think that's not like a company logo that people are going to have like affinity with. It doesn't say like Apple. It's not a country club that golfers would like. I'm going to put that back. But maybe with the that pattern that's a little unique, I might pick that up sometime. Especially this time of year, we're right at the front end of summer sale, like summer clothing selling season. I know it's cold across a lot of the country, but it ain't cold here. It ain't cold in Florida. It is definitely spring shopping season. March 1st is like the grand kickoff. Remember, people always buy for the next season, not the current. So they're buying for summer that's coming. Boy, this aisle's only given us one item to make money on, and it was Borderline. I've had coffee from this place before. It was pretty cool. Oh, we do have a boutique rack. Let's check the boutique rack here. So this is special finds, they call it at the store. Let's see what's so special here. Columbia North Face Summit Series. Not all North Face is made the same, but Summit Series is really valuable. $15. It's an extra small. Gosh, I don't know. It's kind of rough too. I'm not sure about that. What do y'all think about Summit Series? I think it's a women's extra small. Apparently they think Columbia is a special find here. Past the Tommy shirt. I passed a ton of Tommy shirts. Passing on Columbia all day. Passing on plenty of good stuff that other people who come in and maybe make a little bit of money off of, but also like some great brands that people who want to just come in here and shop. I think it's great. $10 for a pair of Columbia pants. Somebody can come in and pick those up, get a good deal, but not for me. Bukachi, $10, no chance. They have a lot of Columbia on the special finds rack, huh? Go sell high in Arizona. Whatever those are. You're one of 958 people in the chat, so when you say things like those or that, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Here again at Columbia, $10, no chance. A lot of Columbia on the special finds. Here's another North Face. $25 for a North Face. Looks like a women's extra large fleece. $25. No thanks. This could have been a good find, but it's just such a small size. But that Summit Series for y'all is a good thing to look for. Summit Series North Face is better than the regular North Face. Here's a regular North Face. The Summit Series is worth a lot more money, a lot more desirable, and will sell a lot faster. It's just a size extra small. They want $15. I'm good. What's that?
Shirt.
Nike, yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. Do we got time for one more pass? Okay. We got permission for one more pass. That means we're not going to focus our time on short sleeve shirts. We're going to find suits and blazers, y'all, if they have them. I don't see any. This isn't my local store. This is Clemens, North Carolina, so out of town. I've been here once before. A lot of stuff here. Oh, there they are. What is the best and worst size? For men's, you're going to be looking for bigger sizes or better, especially if you can find tall sizes, like 2XL tall, for example. And for suits and blazers, 48 and above are going to be your best sizes. And the longs sell better than the shorts. So like a 44 long will sell better than a 44 short or a 44S. We're looking for unique blazers. We're looking for vintage. We're looking, of course, for good brands. Suits sell better and for more money and faster than blazers. Big reason for that is because, see, most of these blazers that you see here, there's like very few that actually have pants. Oh, you're fine. Very few actually have pants. I see like one right there, but it's because when they were donated, they were likely donated as suits, but through the process of getting these sorted and then priced and then out in the rack, they got separated from the pants. So there's a lot less supply of suits online as opposed to blazers. There's way more blazers. So you generally have a better sell-through rate with suits. Of course, brand matters, style matters. We'll pass on that Joseph A. Banks, just not unique enough. These are all going to price in at $6.99. Looks like some of them are $9.99 too. I don't know what the difference is. They priced up this Imperial to $9.99. I'm not sure what the thought process is there. I have a feeling we'll find us a good blazer here. Again, my threshold for pickup on suits is lower because the sell-through rate is much better. Put my wife on the clock, she would stay there all day. I would too. Here's a borderline brand, Hickey Freeman. Looks like it's a bigger size. They want 10 on it. It's kind of got a cool pattern. It's not in the best shape though. I can feel it's like very pilly, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass. It's borderline anyway. Big size, cool pattern, those will go, but you can see it's really, I don't know if you can see. It's showing a lot of wear. When that shows up to the customer, I don't think they're gonna be psyched by the condition about that. So I'd have to disclose the condition, and therefore it's got to lower the sale price and also lower the number of people who'll be interested in that item too. So nothing better than thrifting and resell. I love shopping and resell. Michelle, we agree about that. Here's an interesting brand that you might not know about. I do pick up some stuff from Jane Barnes. This blazer they only want 7 for. I think I'm gonna pass. I don't think the blazers and stuff do as well. I think I'm gonna pass on this one. What sells well for Jane Barnes, it's a 1 button too, that's interesting. What sells well for Jane Barnes is these really like abstract, kind of geometric print shirts. Got a vintage vibe to them. I think that's a Japanese brand, like a made in Japan brand. Okay, so nothing on the top rack. I still got a good feeling. We got some jackets and stuff here too, some winter stuff. We're going to go through those in a second. Let's stick with blazers and suits. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hope you've had a great weekend. I sure have. It is beautiful today in Clemens, North Carolina. Like low to mid 60s right now. Sun is shining. Trees are blooming. There's flowers out there. We have not hit our goal yet of getting 10 items. I feel like I'm probably somewhere around 7 or 8. But if we can find like 1 home run blazer, I can change the trajectory of the day. Here's a decent one right there, 346 Brooks Brothers. 346 is their factory line. They want $6.99 for this one. It's got a nice pattern. It's got 2 buttons. Looks like all the buttons are intact on each of the cuffs. We'll throw this in the cart and check it out for condition. Looks like a bigger size too. Typically I list these for $42 plus shipping. Just a quick look at condition. I think it's pretty good. Bigger sizes do better, as do materials like linen and silk. This is going to be a wool with lycra maybe? Yeah, wool with polyester. And it's a size 43. That's just an okay size. It's not great. Actually, you find that the odd sizes as opposed to the even sizes don't sell as well. I think most people get sized for an even size and have it modified, but that's a decent find. The used clothing market, I think, somebody can fact check me on this with a quick Google. I think you're talking about an industry that's like over $10 billion a year in the US. Used clothing. I resell suits on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Grailed. I don't list them on Depop, but just because I assume it's all kids on there, but that could be a false assumption, by the way. I acknowledge that. Come on, let's get us one more. Let's get a home run. Let's get a home run. These do take a little bit longer to look through just because you gotta like open them up. But I make more money, like more profit per item on suits and blazers than I do off shirts and jeans on average. Nike tee, elite, elite, elite. It's just a cotton tee, nothing to see here. End of the rack magic? No. So kind of dry for suits and blazers. Got 1 blazer. We'll make some money there. Pardon me. Thank you. All right, Kim's waiting outside. What do? Do we grab some jeans? We'll do like the fastest pants skim. See if we can just grab like a couple easy profit items. There's a pair of Guess, but those aren't vintage. I'm looking for wool. I'm looking for golf pants, hiking pants, corduroys, jeans. When I do these quick skims, that's what I'm looking for. And just like unique kind of crazy stuff. Like Goodfellow. I don't pick up Goodfellow. Find us some corduroy maybe. What do we got here? Members mark. Here's some corduroy. That's Hagar, will pass. What was that? Riders. All right, nothing on that. I might be passing by some money here, but we're just looking for some quick hits here because we are out of time. Here we go. Let's see. 514 Levi's. Just sold a pair of 514s this week. These are a little rough. This is a borderline pickup anyway. I'm going to pass on those. So nothing. Looking for bigger sizes, jeans, corduroys, wool pants. Hunting pants, hiking pants. What the heck is that? Can't tell what that is. I don't know what that brand is. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Thanks for hanging out, spending a little bit of time with me. We're kind of running to the end here. Here's a pair of polo. Let's see. Smaller size. Stretch cotton fit. The size on these are usually on the inside of the fly. $38.29 a pair of polo kind of chino pants. They don't look $38.29. They got a lot of like fading to them, so I'm gonna pass. It's borderline. If that was in better shape, that would be a $25 to $29 plus shipping on those. Pretty consistent seller for me. I wouldn't describe it as a fast seller, but a bread and butter item. We got some corduroys here. Come on, hangers. Sometimes pants are a pain. You gotta look on the inside. Worn, Ralph Lauren corduroys, but man, these are like really worn. Gonna have to leave these behind. Need 2 hands to hang these up. Yeah, those are just way too rough. Oh well. Pants were a flop. All right, let's go over what we got real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. We hit 10. That was the goal. We got 10 items. It took us more than 30 minutes, but what's the timestamp that we get on this TikTok? Thanks for the gift, South Texas. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody hanging out for a little bit. I think we're at 40 minutes time on this. I can't even see the time. It's like Vegas in here when you go on these TikTok lives. 250. So 50 minutes. We picked up 10 items, which is not great. That's like 10 minutes an item, but we'll still make good money off this. Those 10 items will go home. They'll take me a total of about 2 hours to list and ship those things out the door. So we're looking at 2 hours and 50 minutes. On average, I'll make $16 an item on what I just pulled there. That's pretty average. So not bad, $160, 50 minutes worth of work today, and another 2 hours to get those listed and shipped out the door. Just rough estimates on those. So wishing everybody an awesome day. If you're watching on TikTok and you want to see everything that I got, you can go ahead and watch this on YouTube. I'm going to post it by this evening. If you're watching here on YouTube already, awesome. Thanks for the subscription, and wishing everybody an awesome day. I do have, let's see, this will be number 8 of live thrifts that I've put up here on YouTube recording. So you get a lot of learning opportunities, and just if you love the shopping and you love the action of the live thrift, you got plenty to watch over on YouTube. Hope everyone's doing good.